Good. Oh, excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. I'm still dealing with compounding tired. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas, live streaming from your mama's. Hey, I'm getting old. Tell her to stop calling me after 7. Getting a little late for me. I'm a little long in the tooth. After 7 o'clock, it's off limits. You be blowing me up too much. Know what I'm saying? Also, aka Diamond Nuts, because I did not. Diamond hands. Psh, diamond nuts is where it's at. We weren't selling over here. Crypto market's trying to rebound. I want to talk a little bit. Probably a quick stream. Apologize, I had to play around with what time I was going to start. I thought I was going to have to delay it, dealing with a bit of a server outage. Turns out it's not that big a deal, so I flipped it back to my normal time. Apparently that caused a lot of confusion. I don't even know if it's getting put out there because there are currently 0 viewers. All-time low. Can't get any lower. That's all right. I'm going to talk. I have no problem talking. It is a little uncomfortable. I'd like to see at least one viewer. At least one viewer. Anyone out there? Microphone check. I feel like when you feel like you're talking to no one. It's a little bit harder than when you feel like you're at least talking to someone. All right, let's take a look at the stock market. It is getting ready to open. 1 minute away. I have no idea what's going on. Ooh, NASDAQ up 16. AKA basically flat. The E-mini S&P at 14. That's pretty big compared to the NASDAQ. What is gold doing? Gold's down 4.5. It's just kind of hovering around that 1900, close to that 1900 level at 1891. What is crude oil? Oh my goodness, I haven't checked crude oil for a minute. Are you kidding me? $70 a barrel? I don't understand. Don't we have a S-ton of crude oil? What are they doing over there? There's a shortage of crude oil now all of a sudden too. All right, let's hop on over and see what's going on. Actually, let's see what's going on in the IRA. I got nothing in the big account here. The big accounts like muy poquito now. There's only about 900 bucks over there. I'm gonna take 900 out. I'm gonna move that over to Binance. Get ready to buy if we ever get that big crash certain people are talking about. I personally don't think it's coming. We're gonna look at a few charts. We're talking about Kusama. We're gonna talk about Polkadot. We got some triangles. We could put triangles on every chart right now. Some of the triangles, the breakout to the upside look great. The breakup to the downside is actually negative. If Harmony 1 breaks out of its triangle, or I'm sorry, breaks down out of its triangle, we're getting to a point where the price is going to go negative. Harmony 1's going to pay you to hold their Harmony 1. Now that's a situation I can get down with. Let's take a look at my Tastyworks crypto account. Right now, this is just my small account challenge that I did last year, and I basically enabled cryptocurrency on it. And we went ham in cryptocurrency. There are other coins you can buy. Right now, one of those coins is Polkadot. I mean, I can buy one Polkadot, but I'm not going to because the fee would be $10. So that's almost not worth it unless I'm buying a bunch. Let's see what's going on. Tesla. Oh, Tom. Excuse you. All right, Tesla over $600. Riot is down. Why is Riot down? Bitcoin is mooning. I mean, mooning is mooning is relative right now. Excuse me again. Mara's up a few pennies. Coinbase up a couple bucks. Tattooed Chef, man, I gotta tell you, becoming more and more bullish. Tattooed Chef. I went to Costco the other day. Got this big bag of Tattooed Chef cauliflower rice and vegetables. It was like $8. Not bad. Pretty good deal. They're going to be ongoing up and comers. They're getting into I don't know, the fake meat business. Oh man, excuse me. The fake meat business is what I'm all about over here though, because I'm a vegetarian, so I love me some tasty fake meat. All right, let's see what's hopping over in cryptocurrency. Everyone's starting to get a little excited again, but as Benjamin Cohen would say, don't schedule your Forbes interview just yet. We had a breakdown out of the triangle yesterday. Lots of people putting shorts on. Excuse me one sec. Carl the Moon, pretty famous YouTuber. He kind of annoys me, to be honest. But hey, you know, yeah. All right, Tom, calm down. Stop talking about other YouTubers. Anyway, like that guy's all over the place, but he was shorting, and then a lot of people start shorting Bitcoin. There's this other dude I started watching. I actually kind of like his channel, Crypto Savvy. He's pretty bearish too. He claims to be the first one to do the Wyckoff or call the Wyckoff out several months ago, maybe, right? I don't know. Dude seems to know his way around technical analysis, does a lot of Elliott Wave stuff. Elliott Wave is something I'd kind of like to understand, but I'm not going to put a lot of time into it. I don't put a lot of faith, or, you know, I don't really use hardcore Elliott Wave technical analysis type stuff. I'm just more of a market feel kind of guy. You know, buy when it's low, sell when it's high. I'm most certainly not selling right now. We're 50, 60, about 50%. Well, hit 53% off all-time highs recently. A lot of fear. We should check the fear index, but a lot of people were fearful. And not me, man. Diamond Nuts over here. I was selling my stocks and loading up my Binance account to buy more if it really crashes. Crypto Savvy thinks it's going to 15,000, 8,000 or something like that. Look, dude, I'm loading the boat if that happens. And I'm just going to keep on buying till the next bull market. And then I'll for sure be retired. But as I was saying, a lot of people were shorting. A lot of people on his channel were talking about shorting. You know, he was saying this is a bull trap, which is a little confusing to me because this looks much more like a bear trap, right? It started to break down and then it reversed. That's an obvious bear trap, but now it's bull trap. He's calling again. I like Crypto Savvy, so I'm not. And this is just how the markets are, man. You don't know. My personal gut feeling on this is the whales just don't like retailers. It's not that. I mean, retail is easy money, man. And they see a bunch of retailers shorting Bitcoin. They're going to do the opposite because they're going to take your money both ways, right? So if the sentiment, Carl the Moon and all his Twitter followers and Crypto Savvy and all his followers and all these other channels are rah, 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 we're shorting Bitcoin, probably just going to get wrecked, right? So I don't know, man. I talk about all the time, don't leverage trade. I am still trying to figure out the Aave thing, and this is crazy, right? I did a video on Aave and Matic, and I want to do some yield farming. I probably will leverage buy Bitcoin. I'm going to borrow stablecoin, get paid interest to do it, and then buy Bitcoin with it, right? I think that's a highly capital efficient way of very small, like 1.5 to 2x leverage, right? Instead of buying $2,000 of Bitcoin, I can leverage trade $1,000 of Bitcoin, get the 2x on it, get the yield farm on it. There's a lot of amazing opportunities over there. One of the crazy things is, you have just think about this. If you have trouble with Robinhood, there's no support. Do they have an email support? Do they even respond to that? A decentralized app, Aave. I sent them my the problem I was having that I discussed yesterday. I got a reply, and then I sent another reply back to them this morning. I've already gotten another reply back from Pablo. I don't know if Pablo's the only one over there at Aave, but Pablo, you're doing God's work over there, brother. I'm going to try and make that work. Pablo told me I need 0.01 Matic to do shit on Aave, which is a little annoying. It's all right, so because you only get 0.001 Matic from those faucets, and they're telling me 0.01. So now I gotta. So I do have some Matic on Binance, and I gotta transfer that over. But my God, dude, it's like just to transfer my 14 Matic, it was like $15 in Matic fees. So I'm gonna have to buy some more Matic just to pay the fee, whatever, right? Learning the game, right? Eventually, once I have Matic over there, I'll be able to do hundreds of transactions. I just got to get my stuff onto Aave and go from there. So anyway, I see we got 2 likes. Thank you, everyone. All right, so let's talk about Kusama and Polkadot. This news actually came out a couple days ago, but not a whole lot of people are paying attention to that. They're paying attention to this Bitcoin triangle and what's going to happen what's going to happen to the Bitcoin price. Actually, I am kind of curious. So, I mean, Bitcoin ain't doing anything special. We're back in the triangle. We did get up near the top of it, and then we started to come back down, and we're starting to normalize at the center of it. So I don't know what's going to happen. And this triangle has like to June 21st, technically, you know, man, that's like 10 days away. So who knows? And again, as I discussed yesterday, what law is there that this has to break up or break down equal to the, you know, the measured move? Why can't Bitcoin just continue to spin sideways for a long time? They've sent every piece of FUD you could send at it recently. So it would take some pretty big FUD to move it down, in my opinion. Or just, I mean, actually it wouldn't take that much FUD. It'll look coordinated FUD and a coordinated well movement. Is this the Wyckoff accumulation or distribution? I don't know, man. And again, I do care, but I don't care. We got our long-term plan, and I can buy more. Like I was wanting to pull the trigger when Bitcoin was at 30,000, and I thought that was a good buy. I'm like, no, Tom, you don't. Like, this isn't going to really make a huge difference. Just save on your cash, and if it really crashes, that's when you start going in. But it could be a long road back if it really crashes. It could be the bear market's early and the cycles are no longer what they used to be. There could be, the market movement could change quite considerably going forward. It could be a bear market for the next 6 months, and we go into a bull market and more liquidity comes in, right? Again, I think the ETF is going to be a big factor in these markets going forward. This Nicaraguan, not Nicaragua, El Salvador news is actually really, really big. You got some people saying it's really not that big of news. I'm like, dude, that's just, you know, the dominoes are starting to fall. And it might be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We're the third world country, and Central America is the new Middle East of the world because they're rich as shit off Bitcoin. That's not out of the question, right? They down there making crypto, you know, Bitcoin a regular currency. They can do that with other current, you know, cryptocurrencies, and that, I think that's a very smart move on their part. And the United States needs to catch up and start adopting and doing similar taxing. Sure, regulate it, right? It needs some regulation, but if you don't start adopting it, you're missing out on potentially being continuing to be one of the wealthiest countries on the planet. And like I said, man, like the Middle East, there's a lot of Middle Eastern countries that are rich as shit off oil. Well, maybe this is the new digital oil of the future. And, you know, Central America could go from third world to first world practically overnight. All right, so Kusama and Polkadot, it was announced, Gavin Wood announced, it was a couple days ago too, that they're going to be looking to do the parachain auctions as early as next week. Here's our recommendation for how the parachain will be rolled out. So they announced it, and so it, like I said, so the first real world began processing permissionless transactions after an on-chain upgrade. After some smooth running over the weekend, that time has come to move to the next stage. Slot auctions, here's our recommendations, blah, blah. So they're getting the news out there. The date is not hard set, but they're looking to do it. The first parachain slot auctions begin 7 days from Tuesday. Oh, so maybe it is hard. 5 auction. All right, so auctions commence back and forth with a two-day period of initial bidding, followed by 5-day ending period. So this, I'll put this description in the link down below. So it's starting 6/15. It's starting next week. This is pretty big stuff, man. This has a lot of implications on many of the coins out there, many of the projects that are trying to get the slot auction. And these coins are going to move, so there might be a lot of opportunity there. I personally won't be doing, and there's a few YouTube channels out there that are really dedicated to the Polkadot network. I love Polkadot. What's the expression? Own the store that sells the shovels. I'm not looking, because you can make a lot of money, but you can also get wrecked. Because these coins are going to move. They're going to move fast. If that's the kind of stuff you want, if you're good at being nimble on stuff like that. I just don't have the time and energy to figure a lot of that out. But there's a lot of good Polkadot projects out there. What, like Moonshot, is that one of them? I do have this in my let's see, I have this we got, it's ontologies on Polkadot. Traduck, no, those were all right. So the Polkadot Equilibrium, Akala's got a lot of talk about it. Acropolis and Reef, come on, what's going on with Reef? They're everywhere. That one's garbage, right? Like, I am not interested in Reef. They've just been. PolkaSwap's a big one. Kylan and Oracle. Plasm. Moonbeam was the one I'm thinking of. So Moonbeam, and there's ChainX is not on here. ChainX is getting a lot of talk. And then Paula's a big one too. So there's a lot going on over there. So these are going to happen next week. The Kusama has moved on this news already a bit, right? So it's doing pretty good. And, you know, I said price prediction in the title. I can see conservatively Kusama going to like $1,000 by the end of the year. I'm conservative over. We're not Moon Boy. We're not Moon Boy over here, but you know, I could see it between 800 and 1200. I think a 10x from like where it was at the beginning of the year is very reasonable, and it was around $113. It could obviously go much higher if this market goes parabolic at the end of the year. My hope is that it. Actually, I don't really care if it does go parabolic. That's just exit strategy A, right? As it goes parabolic, you start taking profits, and after a parabolic move, it's going to come back down. My hope is I'm in long-term capital gains at that point, but that's unlikely if the cycle ends when everyone predicts, because I don't start hitting long-term capital gains till about February 2022. Same thing with Polkadot. I think we all know Polkadot's like my 5th largest holding, maybe my 4th largest holding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my 4th largest. Because it goes Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, then Polkadot. Polkadot's a little low. I do love me some Polkadot. You earn 12% interest on it over at Kraken. Release the Kraken. The same with Kusama, man. I don't own any Kusama. I kind of wish I did. You can buy Kusama over at Kraken too and earn 12% interest on it. I'm earning like 2 free Polkadot a week. I think Polkadot is going to go to conservatively $100 this year with an outside shot of like 200 or 300. I'm huge into the smart chain. I am extremely bullish all the smart chains. I don't own them all. There's some I wish I owned, like Cosmos and Solana, but I've only got so much money to go around. And I'm a little bit less risk averse. And to be quite honest, when I started investing in these smart chains, I wasn't looking at Solana. I wasn't looking at Cosmos. I wasn't looking at Harmony One. I was looking at Cardano, which I love. I was looking at Ethereum, which I love. And I think they're going to do amazing. You go down to your Solanas, they've already had a big move. I don't know, right, how much more parabolic they can go. But, you know, they're only at 800. What are they at? An $11 billion market cap. So can they catch up to your Cardanos and Polkadots? I don't know, man. I would say Polkadot and Cardano are a little bit more blue chip. I did hitch my wagon to Harmony One, and that's my fifth biggest. It is the one small cap coin that I decided to take a little gamble. There's a very, very high reward, but there's also very, very high risk on that one. And even still, it's less than 5% of my portfolio. But I got that stake, just like I got my Cardano stake. We're making passive income. I do think Harmony One at 8 cents is a great buy. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You got to make your own decision. But Polkadot right now too, I've been pounding the table on Polkadot for the last few weeks. Kusama's getting a lot of the limelight, and that's what a lot of people are buying. But eventually, Polkadot's going to have its day in the sun, because these auctions are, at the end of the day, it's to get moved over to Polkadot for the big ones. And like I said, the smart chains are the tech giants of the future. And these things are going to be multi-trillion-dollar projects going forward. Ethereum's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 plus $1 trillion market cap, possibly flipping Bitcoin. I think it does have the potential to flip Bitcoin in the future. It's hard to say though, right? Because Bitcoin, the big thing it has going for it is that, you know, its value is it's a store of value and it's a limited supply. So that supply and demand may always outpace Ethereum, but it's going to be a battle of the ages. And then you got your dark horses like Cardano and Polkadot that could come out of nowhere and do something. And then you got your super dark horses like Solana doing great stuff, Cosmos doing great stuff, and even eHarmony, even Harmony One, man. So worst case, I see you know, I kind of look at Ethereum as kind of like the Apple of the tech giants. You know, Apple being the biggest company in the world, 2+ trillion, not in the world, in the United States stock market. There's a few bigger companies, but they're the biggest tech giant, 2+ trillion. I could see Ethereum taking that role over, and then you got your Cardanos and your Polkadots being your Facebooks and your like Nvidia's market cap wise, right? Which is 10, 15, 20, 30 times higher. So by the next bull market, I think it's very likely we will see several trillion-dollar cryptocurrencies. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I really appreciate everyone that came by today. My chat window might be messed up. I don't know if anyone said anything out there. I apologize if I missed it. Let me refresh the screen really quick. Sometimes I do see that cause a problem. Oh, yeah, man. I apologize. There's some chats. Let's talk a bit real quick. There's always a what's up, Hans? How you doing? Is there anyone? All right. Am I the only? Yeah. All right. I apologize. Sometimes this thing freaks out. He doesn't even watch the chat. Oh, Hans, how dare you? My bad. Was hanging with Meat Cab. What's Meat Cab up? What's up, Hans? Hi, Saint Fine. East. Oh, my goodness. Guys. Oh, my guys. Ooh. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. Thumbs down, thumb me down. I was like, man, so I first started off the chat and I saw 0 viewers. I'm like, oh man, these are the worst ones because I hate talking when I feel like I'm talking to no one. And then I see nothing popping off in the chat. I just grabbed my boys down below. I said, you just got to power through this. This is good for you, Tom. This isn't a negative. This is a positive. You got to just power through this stuff. All right, guys, unsub. Oh my goodness. All right, I apologize for missing out on all this. Let's do a quick recap, I guess. See where the market's at. Stock market, Tesla now up $11. Pretty boring. Stock markets, cryptocurrency is going to be pretty boring too. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not really expecting Bitcoin to move out of this triangle in any way, shape, or form unless some big news comes out. I think the Central American news, the El Salvador news and all that, I think it's not getting us as much love as it should, but it's probably enough love to keep us from this breakdown yesterday. The markets are probably going to spin sideways for a while. He's like a high school best friend that is not. Yeah, well, I'm too cool for you guys. I finally broke 700 subs, and now all of a sudden I'm too cool. Let me tell you what, boys and girls. Hit them like buttons, hit them subscribe buttons. Let's get me to 1K subs so that I can legit be too cool for you. All right, guys. Appreciate you all stopping by. No, appreciate you all stopping by. I will be back 6:25 a.m. PST. I'm going back to my Aave, man. I'm gonna make the shield farm work. I'm gonna transfer some Matic over there, and we're gonna start having some fun. We're gonna learn how to make money when this market does crash with yield farming. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Love you all, and peace.